So California has stood up and passed a law um, against conversion therapy for gays. They say it is quackery. There's no established science that the discussion and the persuasion, all that, will get people to go straight. And so it's illegal to do that. Now, I understand there's a guy who was helped to go straight. He's suing them for this new law. But at the top of this discussion, what I want to do is look at two things that I've seen happen. Now, this is the second thing that happened by a foreigner. The guy who proposed this law here, or the legislator who proposed it, he's of Chinese descent. Now, I'm not sure if he's born in California or the States, or whether he's came from China or Asian, and happened to, been around a while and run one office. Then also there was a Hindu from India who said that, hey, I'm an American and I should have freedom from religion, so that I'm a Hindu and America is a Christian nation, therefore it can't happen because I'm a Hindu and I'm an American and that's not my religion. So to throw religion out of school. I hope I remember this correctly, but I think this is how it went. So here we have a guy from India, here we have a guy from China now putting us in a way where it's going to be dangerous for us to recover. Look at Tupac, not Tupac, Deepak Chopra. He's another guy from India. He's now he's teaching a business course in graduate school in Chicago. He's telling that, you must be very careful with the environment. And guess what? He wants them to either worship the environment or to be very careful not to do businesses that will hurt the environment. Now, I mean, it sounds reasonable and right that you're environmentalists, you want to see pristine environment and so on. But I mean, this guy's from India. Look, India doesn't care for the environment. India doesn't care for the poor. India is doing some stuff that he should go and convert India government first. This other guy with the Christian thing, he should go and tell India that there are people in India here who are Christians and they're not, and they're Indians, and therefore the constitution should not, or they shouldn't force Hindu and Muslim stuff down there. They should allow it to be broad and wide. They can do that. And this other guy go and tell China that they should have gays in the military and the government and see what they're going to do out there. But you see, I mean, in California, it sounds so profound. Oh yes, and you know what? If this guy understands what makes gays, there is therapy. There's therapy for everything, and people in all kinds of stuff could change if they want to, and with the right help. So, what would a criminal, what would a drug addict? Is it quackery to try to get them out of that? And perhaps it is, because maybe the methods they're using also is quackery. But we got to get into the nitty gritty here. Why people are becoming gay? Now, children, they're encouraging children in schools in America that, it's okay. At the University of Puerto Rico, I saw a guy, he's in the university, and he has 3 forms of couples on his shirt: man and man, woman and woman, man and woman. He said, it's all good. So I said, this guy, you're nuts, bro. I mean, so God is a liar, God is stupid, God didn't know that man and woman is better. What from a political, sort of a public policy? Do you want men and men, women and women to get together? Where do we have the kids from? Where are people going to find fulfillment from? Okay? And so we come back to this thing here. You see, the scripture says, because human beings will not honor God and recognize Him, He's going to allow the devil to take over their lives. And one of the things they will do is go after their own sex. So men after men, women after women. You saw what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. So that praying away the gay is possible. I mean, people, you see, people that are evil, and there seems to be a strategy in making people evil. You have Halloween, you have Ouija boards, you have voodoo, you have psychics, you have astrology, yoga. You have all these various forms of evil. And people who are in them have different roles. Some are going to become gay, some are going to become mass murderers, some are going to be drug dealers, some are going to be prostitutes, some are going to be corrupt politicians. They have different things to do. So that they're all going to try to bring on that chaos that is coming down the road. See? So if this guy really loves America and he really wants to have America, I will say, okay, in spite of understanding the public policy and all that, if a person is 25 and say, hey, you know what, I want to be a girl. Hey, I have no problem with that. When you forcing kids who are confused, who don't even understand sexual orientation. And what I found also is happening these days, gays, we have a homeless place where we don't eat and so on. And these gays sit in the same seat, one sitting next to lap. I mean, it's like we don't have, even have men and women sitting on each other's lap, much as two men. And they're happy and they're smiling and everything. And so I'm saying, like, I mean, how this brother could be so happy? He's getting his arse hurt. He can't walk straight. This one's getting feces on his penis. I mean, it's like, okay, I mean, you have a right to do what you want, and I'm not saying you should do what you want to do, but I just don't understand how they're happy. But what's happening is that because they start so young and don't know anything else, they seem to think that this is it, and they're happy. I mean, also, I'm wondering if they're so evil that they're not hearing God, because in spite of whatever God is in there telling you, listen, this is not the way to go. So if you're not hearing God telling you that, and you're happy with it, well, something alright is. The evil probably is so dominant in life that maybe trying to help them to go straight is going to be impossible. And so I think it's unfortunate that this Chinaman had to propose this law. And I mean, parents, another way now parents going to find there's no point in having kids, because if children could be persuaded by different things, and you as a parent will say, you know what, if you don't try to wait till you get a little older, but right now this is the way it is, you know, and so on. And you know, I mean, if I were oriented that way as a child, you never know what I might be doing. But then I recall one guy, he felt that he was a girl, so he went and cut out his penis and got a little vagina down there and so on. And then he became a Christian. I know what he said. Oh, I want that my penis. Oh, I want to marry that nice girl over there. You know, it's over, man. You cut out that penis, it's gone. I know that he give you a pump thing down there or whatever, but you can't have kids. You know what I mean? So, you know, we have people 50 years, they got kids, the kids grow, got grandkids. Now they're saying, I thought I was a man, but I had a girl in me. And see, they're doing it in schools now, introducing these children to this stupidness, into this lifestyle. And if a guy makes a joke and say, hey, Harry said he liked Compton over there, and he's afraid to ask Compton out for a date. You know, the question that could be school and teaching all them might say, you could ask him, no problem, or he will ask you, and they go out, and then, some person lives got to end up. But this guy had no intention, he had no idea, he didn't say anything. But then again, as a young child, he doesn't know different, and he's pressured in this thing, you know what I mean? So, I think that, people are putting in America was, we have, these children are going to be spending all their life trying to be girl, the boys, the girls are trying to be men, and while they're trying on that, they hold up the other things that they could be productive with. I mean, it's like somebody said that they put in estrogen in chicken, so if you do that chicken, you'll become girl. I mean, it's like chemicals can make you a girl. I mean, people can use estrogen a man and get a breast. You might get a little bulging by the hip, but not much. Other things might lose facial hairs, perhaps. I don't know. Skin might look a little soft a little bit until, the breast thing will be sort of permanent. But other things that you stop using the estrogen when it go away, right? But this physical change might stay. But why don't we? And things are so crucial. Why don't we do what we were doing? In other words, I mean, oh boy, here you have this guy, he's playing a girl, and he wants a job that girls normally do. So the girl's going to take the jobs the men do. So you mean tell me that this woman will go there driving that forklift or driving that big heavy equipment every day? You could depend on her and say, we're going to work 2 shifts today. You know what I mean? It's like we causing problems for ourselves. So I say this legislator in California who has made this move. I say shame on you. I mean, the best place to try that out is in China. And I mean, I'm not being insular or nothing, but if you're from China and you think that that's good for America, maybe you should go and be an evangelist in China and try to tell them to do that over there. The guy who got them to change Christian country into nothing. Or why don't you go to India and try to comfort them and say that, you should have an open policy, any religion should be able to flourish down here. Unless you do that, you see, if I were government, I'd say, look, you go to China and let them consider that law and then bring it back here. You go to India and make them consider opening up religion to everybody, and then try that over here. But we changing according to these people, and then we're gonna be the ones left at in the lurch, because I notice China is a competitor, India is a competitor, and when they hamstrung us with this very stupid stuff, then India and China are gonna run past us. That's the whole game is about.